So here's my Zombies Run story. I actually play Zombies Walk, and I use it to make sure that I actually park my car in its garage, which is a half an hour away from my apartment. Um, I got that garage specifically so I would have to walk half an hour if I ever wanted to use my car. And I thought at the end of the workday, when I commute home, this half an hour walk would be really good for me to de-stress and actually get exercise and all that good stuff. Well, I had started parking on the street near my apartment just so that I didn't have to walk home. And so I downloaded Zombies Run to motivate me to take those half an hour walks. And, if it was good, I knew it would make me want to listen to the story. So I actually got my car because I got a new job. My old job was fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But it wasn't good either. And I don't think that I really understood how not good it was until I had gotten my new job. Because new job, second week on the job, they send me to our one of our annual conventions. And there I got to meet a lot of members and I got to talk to a lot of people. And for the first time in a very long time, I felt like a grown-up, I felt intelligent, and I felt like I was being treated with respect. So it was the first sort of unqualified, no reservations good thing in my professional life that I'd had in a very long time. Uh, Excuse me. So after this week of being away from home, um, I fly home because it was in Dallas. I live in Chicago, and I park my car and I put on, Zombies Run to walk home. And I had just started, season one, and so it was season one. I think it's episode 9. When you get lost because of one run and eventually you get found again. And this is the episode where Sam is talking into the night and like he doesn't know for sure if you're even out there. And it was this beautiful, clear night. Not too warm, not too cold. It had that kind of still air um, where you kind of can feel how big the sky is. You know what I mean? And I had spent all week sort of half thinking about my life. But it wasn't until I had gotten done with the trip, gotten home, was walking home, that I got to start to think about how much better I felt in that moment than I had in a year. And it made me miss home, even though I was on my way. It made me miss my couch and my cat and my friends and my internet and all that good stuff. And, there's a moment right at the end of the mission when Sam sees you. And the timing couldn't be better. The light changed. I was crossing the street to my apartment, and he was like, "There you are. Welcome home." And I just had this moment when I connected with a fictional character in a ridiculously true way. And it was just beautiful. And I think that I would have been sort of fine. I think it would have been interesting and a great story and all that good stuff. Except then it switched to radio mode, of course. And the song that it played was This Year by the Mountain Goats. And I don't know if you know it. It's amazing. I recommend buying the song immediately. Just go buy it. You don't even have to listen to it. It's that good. But, the chorus says, they'll be singing and dancing in Jerusalem this year. I will make it through this year if it kills me. And having just started to understand where I had been with my depression, having just started to understand how good my life was about to be, and having just had this sort of emotional experience where a fictional character fictionally welcomed me back home, I lost it. I had this perfect cathartic moment where I actually had to sit down on the couches in my lobby and cry and just have a moment when, have you ever cried because things are so good that you're overwhelmed? That's where I was. I was that happy. And I think I would have figured it out eventually. Um, but if it hadn't been for Zombies Run, if it hadn't been for that story, if it hadn't been for that song, it would have taken me a while. And I don't think it would have been this turning, unquestionable moment. That was the moment when I knew how much better things were getting and how good things were going to be. And it's been like a month and a half now. Things are still that good. I'm not tired when I get home. I'm not, exhausted or frustrated mentally when I get home. And I think it's not just this new job. It's not just, these pieces in my life moving into place. Part of it is having this thing to look forward to at the end of the day that marks the transition between work and home. This beautifully acted, compelling story that keeps me moving and makes me laugh, and this one time made me cry so hard. And I'm not going to lie, that was not the last time the Zombies Run made me cry in public. I cry at the drop of a hat, as you can tell. It's just what I do. But I'm not upset about that. I think it's a good part of me that I can express this kind of stuff so well. And, yeah, without going too much further into rambling detail, thank you, everybody who makes this game. And thank you to all the voice actors and all the writers. And thank you to the fandom, especially the Tumblr people, because my connection to these stories has been a part of my life coming back together over the last 3 months. And I am a forever fan because of it. So, way more than anyone probably wanted to know, but just thanks.